Hi, I'm Megan with Ayla Jade. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 pregnancy tips every woman needs to know. Before I dive into these 10 tips, I just want to give you a little bit of background information on me. I am Ayla Jade's mama-to-be, and we are 33 weeks pregnant, so we're getting close. Also, if you like what you're seeing in this video, make sure to tap the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and leave a comment below. Now for those 10 tips. Tip number 1, sign up for pregnancy tracker emails. These are week-by-week updates on what is happening with you, what's happening with your baby. Different emails that you can sign up for will give you ideas as to how big the baby is. They'll give you comparisons like your baby is the size of a pineapple. The best ones I have found are The Bump, for sure, is my favorite email to sign up for. I get it every week. You can sign up for What to Expect. Those emails are very helpful and they'll give you a lot of information on research that's been done, symptoms that you may be having, give you an idea as to what is happening inside your body at any given time. Tip number 2, download an app that helps you time your kick counts and your contractions. This is something that is really important to test before you go into labor. I'm not there yet, but I have downloaded an app and I plan to test it to make sure that it's something that we really like and that we understand. So definitely download a contraction timer, kick counter. If you just go to your app store and type in contraction timer, there are tons of options that are free. I'm gonna give mine a shot and I will let you know what I think about it, or if I have a preference over which one I like the best. Tip number 3, don't eat a heavy meal before bed. I've never had heartburn or acid reflux or indigestion in my life until I became pregnant. So around the 20th week or so, I really started to get acid reflux. So I would lay down to go to bed and immediately feel like I was gonna vomit. And so after a lot of research, I found that just eating before bed is a no-no. If you can eat at 6 or 7 o'clock and you're going to bed at 9 or 10, that's a much better time to eat. Tip number 4 is walk around, move around, and if you can, exercise regularly. If your doctor hasn't given you orders to take it really easy, if you don't have complications in your pregnancy, definitely recommend walking, going for a walk regularly around your neighborhood. If you have to, if it's more enjoyable, go to the mall, Target, walk around as much as you can when you have downtime, because it really will help your mind. It definitely makes you feel a lot better, gives you a little bit of energy, and it also wears you out so that when you're ready to go to bed, you can have a better night's sleep. Tip number 5, as a pregnant woman, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and as you come up with these questions, whether you're on your way home from work, at the office, or at home running errands, whenever you come up with a question or you feel a symptom that you're not sure about, jot it down, put it in your phone, and keep it all in one place so that when you do have a doctor's appointment, you can ask those questions. Doctors are really, really good at moving people through and seeing a lot of patients very quickly in a short amount of time. But if you have all of your questions in one place, you can make sure that you get those questions answered at your appointments. One thing I do know is that doctors are also really good about only bringing certain things up during your pregnancy at a certain time. So if you haven't heard about labor options or your labor plan or anything that happens usually later or closer to delivery, it's probably normal, but if you have the questions now, just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask right away, and you don't want to get to week 37 and find out, okay, yeah, my doctor didn't cover all the things that I had questions about that I thought they would. So again, keep all your questions in one place. Make sure to ask them at your appointment. Tip number 6, join online communities that are geared towards pregnant women, new moms, young moms, people who are supportive in the same boat as you or who have experienced what you're going through. This can be really helpful to ease your mind when you have concerns and you can't always talk to a doctor. It's also really great just to connect with women who know what you're going through so that you can make new friends and really understand each other. Because if you're pregnant and your other friends and family members aren't, it's really hard to connect with someone if they don't know exactly what you're going through. Tip number 7, buy leggings. If you found out you're pregnant and you're starting to not fit into your clothes, buy leggings. And I don't just mean any leggings. For example, leggings with an elastic band right at the top here that gets really tight. These are not what I'm talking about. These are great if you're not pregnant, but I'm talking about the leggings that you can find at Marshall's, at Ross, $12 leggings that don't have a band. So these are a great example of leggings that are great for when you're pregnant. They don't constrict you, they don't feel tight on your belly. You can wear them over your bump, but I really love wearing something like this underneath my bump. And this is a brand called EVCR. And you can actually get them online if you want to order them and you can't find them in your local Marshalls or Ross. Tip number 8, wear better shoes. I'm a Florida girl. I love sandals. I also work 2 jobs wearing Converse for 10 and 15 hours a day, and that was when I was 22 and not pregnant. I'm pregnant now. I really cannot do that anymore, and I found that out very quickly. So if you have just a pair of sneakers that provide a little bit of support, running shoes, even if they're just from Target, definitely make sure that you wear those more often than not if you're going out for like 2+ hours, whether it's the grocery store. I know when I go shopping with my mom, we're out all day, so make sure you have a good pair of sneakers if you're pregnant and you're walking around for more than a couple hours. Tip number 9 is to find alternatives to medications if you can. If you don't have a condition, whether it was before you were pregnant or because of the pregnancy where you're having to take medication, really try to avoid taking medications. The reason I say this is because even over-the-counter medications that seem harmless have negative consequences. So with the acid reflux, for instance, I started looking into Racididin, which is like a Zantac. It really helps with heartburn and indigestion. And what I found in talking to the pharmacists and research is that it could cause issues like allergies in your baby as they get older. So things like that aren't really well known, but if you can stick to your prenatals and just like a Tylenol, if you're feeling aches, pains, a headache, really recommend doing that. And of course, see your doctor, talk to your doctor, because if you have to take something, you have to take it, but there are definite ways to ease pain and discomfort naturally. Tip number 10, my final tip for this video, is to oil up. And I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but the reason I say it is not having to do with stretch marks. I believe stretch marks could be a genetic thing. It's possible they're not, and maybe oil does help, but whether it does or not, oil helps elasticity. So if you're 25 weeks pregnant or more, you probably know what I mean when I say you get to feel tight. Your skin just feels tight, your stomach feels like it's gonna rip open. So a little bit of oil at night before bed and after your shower in the morning, if that's your routine, really helps and goes a long way. And I just mean coconut oil, argan oil, any oil that doesn't have a ton of additives and things that you can just rub on your belly, rub on your sides, and a little bit on your back. It really will help the discomfort when you're tossing and turning in bed at night, trying to find a comfortable position. It just allows a little bit of elasticity and movement. So definitely recommend oil. That wraps up my 10 tips in this video for today on how to make pregnancy easier for mama. Make sure if you like this video to hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave any comments that you have below. Again, I'm Megan with Ayla Jade. Thanks for watching.